Before we begin, I want to credit Memeahoy for the original idea of this video. And 2, this video may be bad because I don't know how to edit or make scripts, so enjoy, I guess. The Escape Professor Poopy Pants Adventure Obby was Shovelware's first ever game released, all the way back in 2017, being based off of the first ever edition of Captain Underpants created by Dave Pilkey, with around 35 different stages and several references to the company that made the film, DreamWorks, and several other pieces of media involving Captain Underpants. The stages include, but are not limited to, the dodgeball area, a cafeteria, and a government mandatory dance break. The game's main boss, in quotes, is the giant turbo toilet from the first Captain Underpants movie. The only way to actually defeat the monster is with the power of music, which is given to you by Weird Al Yankovic. Yeah, there are a lot of weird references in this game. However, after many YouTubers and several players across Roblox began exploring this kind of game, Shovelware knew that they had struck gold and continued to make adventurous but comedic obbies throughout its year span. The Save Lightning McQueen obby is the second adventurous comedic obby released by Shovelware in 2017, this time revolving around the premise of Lightning McQueen getting arrested for some reason, and Chick Hicks trying to take over the Piston Cup. This game has a completely new mechanic that not many games have, this being the races. In total, there are 3 separate races throughout this game. The first one has you running down Route 66 while avoiding several trucks, and the second race involves you trying to escape the police who have trapped you for some reason. This game was one of the first of many to let you become one of the favorite characters, this time letting you become a car out of all things, which can look pretty silly with the best avatar. However, instead of Weird Al as the guest appearance, it includes Owen Wilson at the end of the game. I just wanted to point that out. Escape the Minions is another comedic adventure obby created in 2017, this time based around the concept of Despicable Me 3. A few notable things to add about this game is that they have references to very old games, as in character to Balthazar Brat being stuck in the 80s. And also there was a weird minion flood section that lasted for around 2 minutes at most. Oh yeah, you could become a minion! Ditch School to Get Rich, again released in 2017, is a shovelware obby based around the concept of shovelware in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. As Rowley, one of the main characters of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series, creates 3 separate obbies all based around 3 movies: Star Wars, Jurassic Park, and the Emoji Movie. Yeah, you can clearly tell this was made in 2017. There are also 2 races in this game. One against the school bus, and the other one against Metal Sonic, who randomly appears in the game. That is all I can think about for this game. SpongeBob Movie Adventure Deluxe, or SMAD for short, is just the SpongeBob movie but recontextualized into a Roblox game. Also, you could immediately win the game by pressing Return to the Krusty Krab. So, yeah. That's all I gotta say for SpongeBob. And also, I don't want to get copyrighted by Viacom. Please stop! Does this one really need some sort of title to it? Because it just showed us it. Anyways, Poopy Pants 2, also released in 2017, is the sequel/Halloween spin-off to the original Captain Underpants obby. Game starts you off trick-or-treating, which is pretty normal for Halloween, and then you, the player, ring a doorbell that sends you down a trapdoor into a whole lot of mystery. Basically, Goldenware decided to repackage this into the Spooky Month obby. Please don't send hate to it. Also, yes, Captain Underpants becomes evil somehow, and yeah, the toilet comes back. sixth game in the Shovelware series wasn't an obby, but rather something different. Not a tycoon, but a unique but weird exploration game. Shovelware's Museum of. Yeah, that's the title. The game starts you off playing as a turkey, solving puzzles, I guess. And Rick Sanchez and Mr. Krabs randomly appear throughout the game for some reason. So yeah, that's the unknown but strange fifth Shovelware. No, sixth Shovelware game. I can't count. Santa Tycoon was a game created on November 28th of 2017. This time revolving around you building a giant Santa Mech just to stop the Grinch from stealing Christmas. Also in the ending, you kill Max, the Grinch's dog, the Grinch himself, and some random girl. And it was, you could also turn into a banana at the end, which is pretty cool. Brick Battle Blast is the third out of 4 Shovelware games that aren't related to others. This time released sometime in 2018, making it the first game to be released in 2018 for Shovelware. And as explained by Memeahoy, it's just Doomspire with a different coat of paint. Yeah, I've nothing really to talk about for this 30-second long section. Despicable Forces, released in 2018, is a combination game between Despicable Me's 2 and 3, as well as the game Sonic Forces. The game has around 4 to 5 different bosses, including the last one where you get to fight as a giant minion mech, which is pretty cool. And unlike many other Shovelware games, the bosses aren't easy at all. Because of the new mechanics like jumping and spin attacking, it's pretty difficult. Also, the game has been moved to a different owner since the DMCA fear that Shovelware had from 2018 and onwards. This game is also incredibly polished for its time. And also compared to the other Shovelware games from 2017, it looks like a completely different company made this. Escape Shrunken School Lobby is the rebranded version of the original Captain Underpants Lobby, which could have been released sometime in 2019 or 2022. I honestly don't know. But what I do know is that it kept most of its things from the original version, so yeah, not much to talk about, again. This is Super Slime Simulator, one of Shovelware's most recent and most polished games as of today. The game is very simple. You become a slime and you have to get bigger over time by collecting leaves and simply moving around. The game also includes several mini-games, like this baby one for example. I don't know. And finally, present day. With one of Shovelware's latest games and most popular to date, Shovelware's Rain Game. The concept here is really simple. All you have to do is go through a game show with the Banana Man as the host. The game includes several different categories and around 72 prizes, I think. I've already talked about this game in a previous video, which is just me doing some gameplay of it. But yeah, this game is alright. Because I didn't know what to do for an outro, I'll just decide to record myself trying to play the announcer's obby. So yeah.